So this is remarkable given that we've only really started to develop the process over the last few months. We were only able to get the big samples in February, and here we are a couple of months later, putting several tons through our processing test work. So it's fantastic progress.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Empire Metals Managing Director, Sean Bunn. Sean, very good to speak with you. You've just brought in two technical experts to support Pitfield. What does their experience bring to the table at this critical stage?
Yeah, this is part of our the logical growth of our technical team. Our management style has been to attract really high talented individuals, get them engaged in the process early in the development phase. So the two key appointments that we announced, one being Alan Rubio was appointed our study manager. Alan's an engineer and a mechanical engineer who's been in the industry a long time. He's worked on numerous project development phases. So really happy to have him come on board. And his main role is obviously to start the planning development for our economic studies. So the option studies, mining studies, infrastructure, moving on then into the process and plant designs that we're going to need. So really getting that stage of the focus moving quickly. Pacello was appointed as a hydrometallurgist. He came out of Tronox. I mean, he spent several years in the pigment industry, the titanium pigment industry. So really key appointment for us in terms of product development. So our announcement of about a month ago, making 99.25% TiO2 product, we want to look at all the options around that. We want to take that further, see where we can develop different product streams, look to get into other parts of the market, feedstock into the metal industry, for instance. So Pacello's role is critical, I think, in terms of our strategic advancement.
So bulk metallurgical testing started already. What exactly is being tested and how soon might we see results that could attract offtake partners?
Well, back in February, we did this big drilling program up at the sites, and we drilled both at Cosgrove and Thomas targets, and we brought down 70 tonne of bulk sample from that program. Now, those samples are starting to be pushed through the laboratories, so that started the bulk metallurgical scale test work, if you like. It's the first time that we've been able to put 1 or 2 tonne of material through what is effectively a commercial scale gravity circuit. So we're scrubbing the ore, we are removing the fines, we're doing gravity test work on those bulk samples to make big concentrates, big samples of the concentrates that will allow us to go and test further downstream. We're also taking the fines from that scrubbing process and taking that through to a larger scale flotation process. So this is remarkable given that we've only really started to develop the process over the last few months. We were only able to get the big samples in February, and here we are a couple of months later, putting several tons through our processing test work. So it's fantastic progress.
How does the partnership with Strategic Metallurgy help bridge the gap between lab scale results and real world processing, Sean?
Yeah, well, Strategic are an important partner for us going forward. This is a company that has been around now for nearly 20 odd years, and basically what they have specialized in, if they've stuck to their knitting, if you like, they are a group of very talented metallurgists who have been working on process design, process test work, built up a lot of internal expertise in terms of how to interpret metallurgical results, take that through to metallurgical modeling, and it will really save us a lot of time. It'll save us a lot of going down sort of the wrong rabbit hole, so to speak. And what we hope to achieve out of having Strategic partner up is it expands our capability to look at multiple flow sheets and compare them as we go forward over the next few months. So they are going to be a very helpful, very important part of our team, over this next development phase.
Sean, you've also finished your biggest drill program to date. Could you update us on that?
Yeah, well, that's critical. I mean, we announced, a couple of months ago, we're sending up the rigs. We finished that program just at the end of June. The assays, the samples from the drilling are going through the laboratory, and of course, all of this is about getting to our first maiden mineral resource statement. So, that's the key here. So we drilled over 10,000 extra meters. 180 drill holes, the biggest campaign we ever ran. Really, really important stepping stone for us in terms of getting to understand the commercial aspects and the prospectivity of this project, if you like, going forward. I think it's really important to highlight that the exploration work we've done today is still on a very wide scale. We're drilling out over 13 square kilometers were drilled. So we're still drilling on a fairly wide spacing, and we're really looking to sort of define where these higher grade, important near surface ore zones exist within our deposits.
Sean, I hope you'll continue to keep us updated with your progress. Thank you very much for speaking with us today.
Oh, you're welcome.
Sean Bunn, Managing Director of Empire Metals.